Isha Kako, and members, we have Aya Urugbani and Samuel M. Blackie. So these are the members of the tribunal. We'll talk with AAC because before the elections, during and after the elections, they had certain grievances that, they spoke strongly about. Now, the elections are over, tribunal has been set up. Question now becomes, what are they going to do about it? And they were not the only one, by the way. I know that IPAC, some issues about IPAC and the preparations or some things that still happened before the elections also were thrown up the last time we spoke here. But he's not around, but he will join me on the phone this morning and we will talk about their position on this matter. Good morning, Progress. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Enoh. Good morning.
Good morning. So the elections have been done. The results have been announced. PDP took all the positions, chairmanship and councillorship seats. Before the elections, we had a conversation, and there were certain, fears that you expressed. And just before the election and during the election, there were some materials that you put out alleging certain irregularities. Can you just walk us through that again this morning? What were the issues?
Yeah, the issues there now, but that is not the case now, because already what is facing us is the massive region that the PDP and their ally Reset did to Justice Omereji. The region which was massive in the country and in the world, which has never happened before in any part of the world, the kind of region that we saw in Rivers State in the name of local government elections, when we were telling them that the election is a jamboree, Justice Omereji was assuring and reassuring that is going to conduct a free, credible, and transparent election. And that was what that prompted so many persons and many of our candidates to bring out their money to come up for this race, because looking at the caliber of the retired Justice Omereji and assuring the people and being once a bencher in the judiciary and giving these assurances that is going to conduct a free, credible, and a fair tool. That is what that made so many persons that came out, even risking their properties and using them as collateral to get loans to run this election. And at the end of the day, we saw the jamboree. It was even worse than a jamboree. What we have never seen in the world before. The kind of election that they conducted in Rivers State. We have never seen it before in the world. The kind of way they cutted away ballot boxes and all the senators of the PDP, or the House of Reps members, or their commissioners, or the House of Assembly members, and all the essays to the governor, they came out in cutting away ballot boxes. I think it was a presidential election, a common local government election. And it was a big shame on their part. But that is not the case. We have seen how they rigged the election, and we are going to seek redress, like we said earlier, that we are going to seek redress if they rig the process. And the evidences to have, and I think the candidates, I asked them, before I left the passport, I asked them to gather all the evidences that is at our disposal, and which we are still digging out and we are still getting. And the first one is for Reset, who we assured us that they are going to conduct a free, credible, and transparent tool. And at the end of the day, they didn't bring result sheets at the polling unit. That was a big shame. Result sheets are not provided, even at the expense where they provided 30% of the materials, of the sensitive materials which were not even inspected in the first instance. We didn't inspect those sensitive materials. It is enshrined in the Act of the House of Assembly that is backing research, and even in the research deadline, that political parties need to inspect these sensitive materials. Research just did a kangaroo this thing. They called us to come and do an inspection of non-sensitive materials, which we went and we inspected non-sensitive materials, and we were expecting them to call us to come and inspect the sensitive materials, but that wasn't done. And at the end of the day, we saw what played out on the 17th of April. That Saturday, we saw what played out, that all the polling units got across the state. And all the world, there are no result sheets. They didn't bring result sheets.
No, but hold on. You didn't hold on, Progress, can you hear me?
They are telling them that these election results are being announced in government house. They are saying that they are disputing the fact. They are saying that results are not announced in government house. But at the end of it, we knew that the election was conducted on Thursday, or even before the Saturday. They have conducted the elections, and results have been written already in government house.
Progress. You did not take part in all the local government elections. I mean, you didn't have a representative for every local government seat. So how is it that you're saying that there were no result sheets across.
I filled in candidates in more than 17% of the 23 local government universities. I filled in candidates in 19 local governments. So out of 23, just I filled in 19, and it was only 4 local governments that I didn't fill candidates. So I need to know in 19 local governments that I filled in candidates, it is more than 80%. So if in those 18 local governments there are no results that are provided, so what is the essence of the remaining 4?
Okay, so for you, that's one of the key issues, that there were no result sheets.
At all, there were no result sheets. Our research announced which result sheets they used in announcing and which we didn't inspect, which is ensuring the guideline that we are supposed to inspect. Our agents are supposed to inspect those result sheets and all the sensitive materials that they brought at the polling unit.
Okay, so now that the tribunal has been set up, what are you going to do?
Like I said, I'm in Abuja. I'm having a series of meetings and consulting with the national, my national chairman and the national executives of the party and other stakeholders, which we have been meeting and seeing how we can go about this. But however, our candidates are down there. They are gathering their facts and their evidences. Like I told them, they are gathering them, and I think the lawyers are solicitors. They are even submitted this into research for research to provide us with the sheets that they use in announcing that and declaring the PDP. And they were asked them to give us the form 8B1, 8B, and 8A, 8A1, and all the other relevant form 8E, and all of that they use in declaring those results. And let's see. So we have submitted that. That was last week that now was submitted, but now I don't think the lawyers have not told me that APSEC has responded. But I think the lawyers will work on that since Tribunal. The Tribunal has been set up yesterday, so they are going to work on that and make sure that research provides us with all those result sheets.
Yeah, but you complained about the setting up of RESEC and appointing the state government being, the one who appoints the chairman of RESEC. Now that is the state chief judge that is setting up, that inaugurated the chairman and the members of the panels. Do you also have any reservations on that?
There will be no reservations for that because what they have said to us, irrespective of the fact that we know that the judiciary is in the pocket of the state government, but we are still going to take the redress because that is the hope of the common man, like they say. But we are going to see that to be the hope of the common man.
So you have faith that you can get justice from the tribunal?
For now, let's see how it goes. Because since we are still consulting, let's finish the consultation, sir.
So what message would you have for your supporters at this time and for other parties?
I want them to remain strong, resolute, and let them keep on keeping on and push ahead and gather the facts, like you said, while we continue the consultation down here, and we'll get back to them.
What about other political parties? I know that some people had issues during...
that I don't know. Because I can't speak for them.
So you're saying that you people didn't have any meetings after the elections?
I don't know. Like many of them have not complained, and I don't know. And you saw what the broadcast that I saw that some political parties are supporting what happened and all of that. But that is their own case.
All right. Okay, progress. Thank you for your time. Okay, so that's it. The AAC chairman in Rivers State talking about what they will do now that the Rivers State government has set up, the chief judge, has set up the local government area election petitions tribunal. Did you vote? Were you also disenfranchised? Like some people called in to say after the election that they were there, they waited, nothing happened. They didn't even allow them vote at all, and they were of the PDP. Do you think that, or do you have faith in the tribunal? They're going to do their work irrespective, but do you have faith that something's going to happen? Perhaps we'll possibly see the unsitting of someone who already has received a certificate of return. I know some people would say he who pays the piper, he takes the tune, but we've seen happen many times when people even thought that, the tribunal was working against a certain candidate. At the end, the courts overturned and the person got into office. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0009 are the numbers to call. And then his other political parties, he said they didn't have any meetings. Do you think that they shouldn't waste their time, perhaps? We are not
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. I have not seen anything changing from the selection that happened. In Nigeria, I know, to be precise, it has been like this. Before PDP arrange their whatever they call it, and they putting up their tribunal and whatever we still call it, it will all work in alignment. I have not seen any difference. But it is unfortunate. The only thing that pains me in this thing is that the same wicked that laments call people to stake their life for injustice in election here in Rivers State. Many people died. Is still doing the same thing that people's life were wasted for.
Where?
Thank you.
We're Nigerian info. I didn't.
Good morning, my sister.
Good morning.
Good day. Good day. Mine is concerning the tribunal that has been set up by Rivers State government. It's a good one. And I'm not expecting any chairman to their seat. The reason being that I think we are following the trend of things. We know the political parties that we are ready for election and did their campaign. So I don't know who is coming to see to what the tribunal is formality according to the law. So they should be there. Anybody that thinks that he won, we will explain to the tribunal now. So I'm not thinking of sitting anybody. Mm-hmm. Let them go with their evidence. If they have evidence to prove that they won, they will want it. But for me, with what I have seen that took place in I know that it will not be possible to think towards that direction that any chairman will be on seat. How now? Did any of them campaign? Please.
Okay.
Israel.
All right. He has no face. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Enoh.
Good morning.
This is Frank. I'm calling you from Port Harcourt.
All right.
Yes, as regards the election petition panel, I was one of those that spoke about the election before this election. I wouldn't want to call it an election because before the day came, we already knew that this was what was going to play out. It was more of a selection than an election. So this panel now is just to fulfill all righteousness. Because in the end, the same way this other political party complain, they will still, at the end of the day, complain of the panel not doing what they were supposed to do. Like you said, he who says the piper dictates the truth. It's a script already written for them to read out. So that's what I feel is going to happen. Thank you.
All right. We're Nigerian info.
Yeah, caption.
Good morning.
I think that's the normal thing after election, set up the tribunal. And the attack, which all this political party belongs to, they have been supporting PDP. So it's a pity that PDP could not even sympathize with them by giving them one or two chances. So if any of them have agreed.
Oh, my. We're Nigerian info.
Good morning, Madam Enoh.
Good morning.
Yes, my name is David West.
All right.
Yeah. Let me reiterate my earlier stated view or opinion as regards what I call the kangaroo local government election that was conducted. Well, for me, I do not see anything different from the local government election that was conducted and that of the tribunal that is being set up. Anybody that wants to go to the tribunal is just to go and waste his or her time there. It's nothing but a wild ghost chase. I do not think neither a councillor, that is the least councillor, will lose his seat at the tribunal. So the tribunal means nothing to me as far as I'm concerned. The deed has been done, the script has been played out, and they should just go arrest. That is just the truth. But finally, I want to advise that for this nation to go forward or to move forward, we must, as a matter of urgency, allow the local government system to operate the way it is supposed to operate. Elections should be conducted properly. I've once suggested that, even if for nothing, let INEC also conduct local government elections, in my own opinion, because of what we are seeing.
Okay.
The governors will complain, the federal government is this, they are that, lopsided. Within their own domain, they are so nepotic, so autocratic, that everything belongs to them. Well, one day there will be a change. Have a nice day, my sister.
All right, thank you for calling. On Facebook, Adindu Wisdom in Omoma says, election tribunal to do what exactly? It's a waste of resources. The government of PDP in Rivers State from inception of the administration have no good plans for Rivers people. Okay, no product of any kind in Omoma local government area. Catalyst Aima is tired of the way we operate the system. Progress Jim Odoy says nothing will come out of the tribunal jaw, waste of resources again. Jack Aaron Jesse Wayne, 9-step, recent LGA election was nothing near a democratic election. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Enoh.
Morning.
This is Mr. Zion from Port Harcourt. For me, I felt this setup of this panel is needless. This panel should be a panel for negotiation with other agreed political parties in Rivers State. Because we like it or not, these same other agreed political parties were the same people who don't have money to continue their campaign for negotiation and consultation. They did not host any campaign. They are not even on radio. We don't even see their posters in most strategic places here in Rivers State. So why subjecting some elderly men who want to be with their family in the name of setting up a panel? If this so-called agreed panel is being, they give them judgment, of course, some parties move to the next level, which is appeal, right? Do they have the money to appeal the matter? After appeal, they go to Supreme. Do they have enough cash for that? I believe that we are wasting our time. The governor of the state just has a little amount of money, settle them off this noise we are making, because it's a noise. A lot of us didn't go there to vote. We saw the apathy on that particular date. The number of people that registered in the political unit and the people that voted did not correlate, which means that the election should be cancelled or rerun according to the INEC or electoral guidelines we have in this country.
Right.
So just to settle this political party, let them go home and let us have a peace and think ahead. Each is ahead of us in this country.
All right.
Mr. Zion.
Let's settle. With which money? Whose money is going to be used to settle? And what exactly are you settling? Does it better the democracy we practice in any way? We'll keep talking. We're Nigerian for Port Harcourt. Do stay tuned.
You are tuned in to 92.
We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning.
The tribunal for the local government elections that were conducted a week ago, and today we're having that conversation. The inauguration took place yesterday in Port Harcourt. I did read out the names of some of those. We have 3 panels. We have a chairman and we have members of the panel. Let me just run through that again. For those who may have missed it, we're Nigerian for Port Harcourt. My name is Enoh Ogbevire, and we're looking at that this morning. Rivers State Chief Judge has set up a tribunal, 3 panels, that will look at the just concluded local government elections. For those who have grievances, Justice Adama Iyayilami Karan, while inaugurating the chairman and members of the 3 panels, charged them to discharge their duties in line with the oaths of allegiance administered on them. So we have Dr. Rita C. Ogugwo as chairman and members of that panel. We have Precious UDK and Richard Opara. The chairman of the 2nd panel is Philippa Dike Udena. The members, Israel D. Israel and the Professor Emilia Jaja. We have the 3rd panel headed by Lawrence Isha Kaku, and other members are Aya Orugbani and Samuel M. Blackie. So those are the names. And then I spoke with AAC Chairman Progress Ogbokuma. Before the elections, he had a lot to say about how he lacked faith in RESEC and the system, but it went ahead nonetheless. And during the election and after the election, of course, still raised some concerns, and I asked him, so what are you going to do now that the tribunal has been set up? Says they're in talks, but they're likely to approach the tribunal when they finish gathering their evidence. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0009. Text writes in. Text seems to be prosecuting this matter already. Oh my, he says he's asking if we have a copy of the 2018 or 2022 RESEC local government elections guidelines. Says couldn't find it on the internet. He hasn't seen it. And he has a few questions for Mr. Progress. If reset guidelines states clearly where results from individual polling units must be announced, did his party witness the collation of results in the individual polling units? Did they receive certified copies of the results from each individual polling unit at the individual polling units themselves? But Tex, he said there were no results anywhere. Well, he says, based on several appeal courts and even Supreme Court rulings refusing to annul an election even where irregularities were apparent, they repeatedly stated the plaintiff failed to prove that election irregularities occurred in majority of the polling units. Does his party have enough evidence and resources to prove that? One of the callers talked about the resources as well. Will they be able to go the whole 9 yards? But should that stop them? Tony Anthony Odum says, setting up electoral tribunal is the position of the law. I see no reason for its condemnation. Aggrieved party and candidates over the local government area polls should put together their evidence and do the needful by approaching the tribunal. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0009 are the numbers to call. Hey, Nigerian for good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good news from Port Harcourt. Can I contribute first?
Yeah, we're listening.
All right. The issue of this matter, Enoch, if you ask me, I think the River State government is doing what they're doing just to fulfill all righteousness. Yes, it did that. Look at the election that took place. After what everybody saw, even police, everybody saw clearly that there was no result sheet anywhere. For them that is doing the election, where they even, because of the upper below the voter party, where they are supposed to get 3,000 votes, the people just managed to come and vote 50 persons or 30 persons among the PDP members, and they will still go and write it 3,000, 2,000, that's no result sheet. And I was surprised when the governor who's supposed to be the father came to defend it on air, that the fact that the election was free and fair and PDP campaigned everywhere. When the government himself is saying such thing for his party, and he's the one that instituted that body, what do you think? Now they are through with all those things that happened. They've come to set up a panel so that they will say that even the court even supported gave verdict that PDP won everywhere. So I will urge other parties that contested with them to just raise themselves. The money they spent in the election should just go. No need of going to show yourself all in an INEC with Nigeria is involved. Look at how judges are judging matter. How much more do you want that we are accusing the government that he has refused to give free hands to the judiciary? Is it the one they will give judgment for you? I think they should go and arrest themselves. I remain good from Port Harcourt.
We're Nigerian folk. Good morning.
Good morning, the very distinguished. Temple, okay, I'm calling you from Echi.
Temple, you're one of those that were very upset during the election on Saturday.
Yes, very, very much true. I was upset because RISEC denied me of, voting. And I want to, with immediate alacrity, appreciate the Chief Judge, Justice Yaira Menkara, for doing the needful. But it is very much obvious that we can't cry. In fact, nobody can cry more than the bereaved. I listened to your guest via the phone that we are discussing with. It is very much obvious that most of them are not even planning, taking this matter to court. Because if you ask me, I don't even see the reason why they should be going to court at this point in time when they have no case. Because if at all, most according to them, they feel about 17 or 18 candidates in all the local governments, most of the local governments rather. But he claimed that he is not sharing that communication in getting if some of them will be pushing forward to the tribunal or not. But if you ask me to say, I will tell them that there is no case because most of them I have microscopically investigated. We are feeded by some of the PDP candidates who have feel aggrieved. So if there is nobody following you at the back, in going to the tribunal, I don't see the reason why they should go there and waste the money they will use and pay their party dues and feed their family. If you ask me to say, because for me, I think at this point in time, they need to join hands with some of the local government chairmen, both of them that are coming new and the incumbents. So join hands and put indeed, if I thought they have any word of experience in moving their local government forward. At least this point in time, we need some good experience in terms of security so that all this abracadabra will stop. Indeed, for me, the local government tribunal, as the election tribunal, for me, I don't think even the man himself they don't even answer when you ask him if he has said. It is very much obvious. There is no case for them. Indeed, there is nothing. For me, I like it though, but it doesn't come out if you ask me.
All right, thank you for sharing your thoughts. We are now adjourned for. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Sue. I'm calling from Miami.
All right.
It is, like somebody said, constitutional for the tribunal, for the recess to set up a tribunal. But I'm just looking at it relatively that is just to justify or legitimize what people perceive to be a gimmick at the end of the day. And then, for me, some of the outbursts from the participants from the political parties who participated in the election, for me, I'm seeing it like a conspiracy theory where IPAC for a time has been one and only with PDP. And then all of a sudden they are contesting election. And people are shouting all over. So for me, like the last speaker just said, I believe it's just a waste of energy and resources. So they should just do it and then conspire with the party to just give them the whole process and then remain like that, sort of wasting their energy and time. Thank you very much.
Should just leave it. Then where is the justice? Good morning.
Good morning, Auntie. It's good for me. Yes, my own comment this morning over the local government petition tribunal set up by the chief of the state. Yeah, I think it's good, but the only thing is the 319 was all the councillors on that platform of PDP won. The 23 local government chairman won under PDP also. So those people going for God to take the best, I think if I were them, they should save that money for another thing instead of spending the money stuff I can feel it. Because anything concerning that panel, I think before the expectation and the data has been run and concluded, there's no need of going. That one they did is maybe as constitution demands. But our wish is INEC that conducted the local election. I think it could have been better. So I advise them not to spend their money extravagantly. Thank you.
All right, thank you for calling. Good morning. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. Good morning.
Yeah, hello, good morning. I'm the mayor. Yeah, I want to say it's just to fulfill all righteousness. This tribunal something. It's just a way to, retire the impress or spend the money with them that they did this and they did that. You know that nothing will come out. In fact, the other political parties won't even be given audience, won't be regarded at the floor of the tribunal. So it's just to fulfill all righteousness. We know everybody knows that nothing will come out. But well, if they feel they want to still try to approach the tribunal, good and fine. If they fight so hard or push their case forward well, something can come out. But it's somebody is a judge in his own case. So what do you expect? That's my take.
All right. Thank you for calling. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning. Yeah. Here is Honorable Chris Opis. I'm calling from Port Harcourt. This matter of people that are going to court this and that, is it the same court that some people are buying motor and giving judges millions of naira? Is it the place they are carrying the matter to? For example, now, if I plant you somewhere with my resources, anything that comes for my sake, are you not going to grant it? Will you be there? Something happened to your guy? And that one is just, let them use that money, go and do something, because in case then somebody has bribed the judge to do the bidding for him. So they are already there now, they are waiting for them. So that is why we have been crying that time. How can you be buying motor, doing this for judges? You are paying homage for them now.
so that in case of like this, they will do something for you. This Nigerian constitution, if you bribe me, if you put me in a place, do you think that if I am a DP in one police station, do you think my father will go to prison if he cause problem? I will set him free now. That's simple, and there's no way to talk about it. They should go and look for that money, use that money, and do something. They will not get any judgment.
Okay.
The people are there before them.
We're on Twitter at Nigerian4PH, on WhatsApp 0809030616. Tribunal has been set up. We're on Facebook as well at Nigeria Info PH. Sowanari David, if they take the case out of River State, perhaps they may have a chance. Taking your evidence to the same person or group of persons is just the same as coming out telling them how to cook up a strategy against you, the complainant. If they have money to waste, they should go to the PDP tribunal to reveal everything. They take God's in. When things go this way, I begin to wonder the kind of people we have appointed into different positions. A whole retired judge can openly act in this manner. It's a big shame. I came out to participate in the election in my area, and what I saw was something else. Don Vito Tojanovic says it's disappointing that people are calling to discourage candidates from going to court or tribunals. A lot of candidates like myself spend huge money to do paperwork, registration, campaigns, door-to-door campaigns, town hall meetings and rallies. Yet some dishonest, corrupt people just sat somewhere and wrote results with no single regard for the candidates, their parties, supporters and families. RISAC should be embarrassed, and even the governor of River State too. They should all hide their faces in shame. Tonye? We have thank God Atuegbu for me. No need of setting up local government area election tribunal because it will be a waste of River State resources. Those candidates that will be going to the tribunal to challenge the outcome of the election, they're just going there to waste their money and time. I would advise them to congratulate those that won the election and move on. All right, 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0009. Good morning. Hello? Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Alan.
All right, let's hear you.
We should stop crying. I want to hear the Magnus part of APC that participate in the election. I want to hear their cry also.
Did they participate? Good morning. Hello? All right, let's see. On Facebook at Nigeria Info PH. Good morning. Hello? I'm not sure what's wrong with the network here. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
You're welcome.
Yeah, my name is Blessed from Malo. Yeah, but the Tribunal River State that this judge of River State set up is no need of setting up a tribunal. You know, the elections go in the anomalous way. So now, the citizen of River State set up the tribunal. Who that will participate? The election that is come with fraud. What the opponents will go to tribunal for? And there is why you are assuring them that whenever they come to tribunal, you give them the good judgment. You know, some area when the election was going on, there was a lot of atrocity there. See, yeah, they announced the election. Are you getting me? So now, the tribunal definitely whatever they set up, the people that set up the tribunal is the PDP man. The people that they are setting up also they are also PDP. So what they want to judge again? What they want to judge again? They should abolish everything, nothing like tribunal again. They should go ahead because they one system. That's one party system River State are playing. It's not like other states. So I want this to understanding. Anything pertaining to tribunal in this River State is nonsense. It's nonsense. So thank you very much, man.
Thank you for calling. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's hear you.
Wisdom demands that you read the script very well and know what part to play.
those that read well said there is no election and then went their way. And this man now participated and he's shedding crocodile tears. Let him go and come back and tell us his result. Thank you.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Tony calling from Level. Well, you see, I've been listening, and truly, it appears like a one-party system here in Rivers State with the case of the tribunal and all that. What I'm still concerned about is electoral reform. Why up till now we are still talking about ballot paper voting? There's no central system where people can start going into electronic voting. A central system will monitor it, right? And then these things are being done across the world. If not, we shouldn't be having all this. But the fact that our politicians are not talking about this, they still want to continue in this way that can allow room for malpractice and criminality, right? In all spheres, right? It still tells that nothing will change. Nothing will change. It will still be the same bandwagon of individuals wanting to hold power by all means, then buying vehicles for judges, so that they are all running in one circle. So these things cannot change until something is done about electoral reform in this country. So that's my own point of view.
All right, thank you for calling. Let's see final messages now, and we wrap this up. So Kari from Hoda West says, for me, let the tribunals be boycotted. The truth is, this is a case of taking your case to the one that offended you to adjudicate upon. The whole matter will end up as a charade. Good morning.
Good morning, my sister Enoh.
Good morning.
Royalty from Ambassador Magnus, my name, and I'm calling you from Kwawa community.
All right.
I am seeing it from different perspectives. The tribunal is backed up by law that after every election there should be a complaint. For those 17 political parties, it is their duty to contest their grievances. Who knows the outcome? The federal government owns the INEC. But however, other opposition parties also win in other states, just like Rivers State. They contested an election up to Supreme Court, and Rivers State governor won. Was it known that APC president will still have it today? So nobody should discourage them. They should go and complain with their evidence. Either the judge is not a PDP man. He's a judge. He's not a party man. So don't let us not discourage anybody that wants to contest that he won and he was manipulated. I think everybody has the right to contest for whatsoever you feel you were denial. And nobody knows the outcome of it. So we cannot preempt any judges that have been appointed. Let me congratulate them once more. Thank you.
Thank you for calling. That's a wrap. We'll see what happens in coming days. Will anyone go to the tribunal to seek justice, or will the parties who are aggrieved boycott the River State Local Government Area Election Tribunal? My name is Enoh Ogbevire. Thank you for joining the conversation. Up next, the news at 9 o'clock. To stay tuned.